Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm taking World Eaters to a tournament in May, but by that time they'll have been nerfed in the balanced data slate. So let's look at why they're broken at the moment and how the nerf is going to hit them. World Eaters have a great win rate and I still think they're coming into their stride, especially with stock issues for all the new models. A lot more players are fielding them now. As soon as the codex was released we saw a good win rate, but now the dust has settled we're seeing a 60% plus win rate, and even higher when you take into consideration mirror matches. And this is at a similar level to how other broken factions were performing when they were considered completely broken. So why is this the case for World Eaters? They are a one-dimensional faction, which is cool, not much shooting and very good melee, the opposite of Tau. They have new units that are unsurprisingly very good as GW wants to sell them, but they aren't particularly broken in themselves. 8-bound are good but expensive, and I don't think people are tending to spam them. And Angron isn't as broken as people think, even being able to come back multiple times in a game. He can be screened, and he's not that durable, so he can be focus fired. So what is it then? It's a secondary game, and the way they score points. All you have to do is play the game, and your opponent can do nothing but just help out. All 3 secondaries are auto takes at the moment, and it seems pretty easy to max them out or get pretty close. Blood for the Blood God, you get points for killing stuff in melee, which is exactly what you want to do anyway. 2 VP for monsters, vehicles and characters, and 1 BV for anything else. Sounds perfect. You can also score points in your opponent's turn through melee, and especially using the Blood Frenzy strat for 1 CP to fight on death. The Blood God's due. If anything dies on objectives, you gain victory points. As long as in that turn units were on an objective, then if they die, you get victory points. It happens in both players' turn for 1 VP per objective. Pile the Skulls. Trade Blood Tithe points for victory points. This seems the easiest of the lot. 1 point gives you 2 victory points, to a max of 5 per turn. And remember, you get Blood Tithe points each time any unit dies, an extra for certain types of units dying. There's no real way to stop this maxing out. Throwing the army into melee is exactly what you want. Kill or be killed, they'll get Blood Tithe points and victory points. It's very possible to get a first turn charge, but if the opponent holds back to avoid this, then you take board control and dominate on the primary objectives. If both armies challenge for objectives, it will play into the World Eater's hands and they'll just get points for it. So what will the balanced data slate do? There are 2 areas they can tinker with really, Blood Tithe points and secondaries. It's possible they can make Blood Tithe only trigger it on 1 army units being destroyed rather than both, but most likely to change are the secondaries. They'll make them harder to max, so fewer points compared to what they did before. It doesn't take a crystal ball to think the World Eaters faction-specific secondaries are just going to be less victory point abundant. I hope that's all going to change, as I'm really looking forward to playing them, and keep an eye on the channel for more videos about my tournament progression. I'll see you again soon. Bye!